We lead off the 11 o'clock newscast with a recap from State Senator Bo Watson's All-American Bash. Local and state GOP leaders address some of the controversies facing their party right now as the midterm election fast approaches. Local 3's Jemiah Beatty was there earlier today. She's here now with details. Jemiah.
Calvin, many Republicans say they don't believe the January 6th Capitol hearings in the investigation into former President Donald Trump has deterred voters come November. The bigger issue is keeping inflation down and keeping taxes low for the American people. GOP leaders were in attendance at Greenway Farms to encourage Republican voters to come out to the polls this November.
I think the numbers are trending very positive for the Republican Party, and I expect us to have some really big wins, both all across the state of Tennessee.
District 11 State Senator Bo Watson spoke on what the party has done for Tennesseans over the past decade. He says many Americans are reaching deep into their pockets to support their families. The senator says Republicans have policies that will put more money into the pockets of hardworking Americans.
And so I think working on things to curb inflation, I think the Republican Party has a long record of holding down inflation with fiscal policies that are more conservative, that control spending and spend appropriately.
That's a theme echoed by Hamilton County Mayor Weston Wamp.
Nobody really argues. We are the place to do business, the place to raise a family. All that credit didn't go to Chairman Watson, but he's got a share in it, just like Senator Gardenhire does, like Chairwoman Hazelwood.
Mayor Wamp says another way he plans to boost the economy in the state is to equip the county's youth with training for jobs in the future. He says when looking at the success of the state over the past few years, it's because of state and local Republican leaders in office.
I would tell people kind of judge the Republican Party in this state based on the leadership you've seen in Nashville.
But it's no secret the Republican Party has had its share of media attention this past year. The January 6th Capitol hearings and the investigation into top-secret documents found at former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. 3rd District Congressman Chuck Fleischman says those stories making headlines will not distract Republican voters during midterm elections.
The American people are concerned about inflation, they're concerned about the economy, they're concerned about unemployment, they're concerned about foreign policy. They're not concerned about this hearing that has gone on too long.
When asked about the classified documents found at Trump's home, Fleischman said,
I've been in that office in Mar-a-Lago with the former president. I'm wanting to make sure that we do everything possible to protect the presidency as an institution.
On a different note, many voters are still waiting for student loan relief. The Republican Party has hit the pause button on that for now. Fleischman says it isn't fair to borrowers who have already paid their debt.
In terms of fundamental fairness, it's the wrong thing to do. I think it's pandering for votes on the part of a broken White House. It won't work.
Senator Marsha Blackburn was at the event. We wanted to get her thoughts on Trump in the January 6th committee, but she refused to talk to the media. Reporting live in the studio, Jemiah Beatty, Local 3 News.